Hey, I'm Scotty, and in this video we're going to go back to basics again, and I'll show you how to sketch a head at an angle this time. So I'll be going back to basics for beginners by explaining all the proportions of the Loomis method a bit more in depth than I have before, and I've made this template which I've linked in the description. Then I'll show you how I actually use these proportions when I'm sketching. Okay, so we start with a circle, and then you would cut off both sides. So at a 3/4 view, it might look something like this. Okay, and then the center line of the face might come down like that. At the top of the circle, if we go across, that would be where the hairline is. And the brow line is, if you cut this circle in exactly half, across, wrap around the sphere, that's where the brow line is. And then if you go down to the bottom of this circle, you wrap around another line around the sphere, then that's where the nose would be. Both of these sections are the same because it's half a circle. And then if we come down that same distance, we get to the chin. So these 4 points are very important: the hairline, where the brow line is, the nose and the chin. And then with the jawline, we come down, and depending if you're drawing a male or female, you might have this more curved or more exaggerated. If we cut the circle in half, and then we join that to the chin, that is the jawline. Now putting in the features. The ear goes in this back quarter here, so that the height of the ear is in line with the brow on this side, and then the bottom of the ear is also the bottom of the nose. Then the split between the lips, I go 2/3 up towards the nose and I put that split in there. These are all averages, so if you're looking at a reference or you're making up a character in your mind, always adapt these to the person that you're drawing. Then with that width of the nose, I go up 2/3 again towards the brow, 2 points, that's the same width as the nose. That width I go across again to find the corner of the eye, and then go across to the right, and it's a little bit narrower because of foreshortening wrapping around the sphere. Then we have the eyes. So there are the basic proportions from the Loomis method. So as a beginner, I would be drawing this in really light pencil every single time as you draw the sketch, and then changing the curves here to match the eye and the side of the face, adding in all the details until you can almost memorize all these points. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to sketch this one using all those fundamentals. I'll be using this reference and overlaying the template over the top as I sketch so you can see what I'm thinking. So I'm going to start at the top, imagining that circle, and here's the hairline, and the forehead comes down to that point, which is halfway cutting that circle, and then the nose line is here. So I just jump down and I estimate that space with a gap. Draw the jawline, which comes around, cuts that circle in half, and you have the eyebrows on that line, and the nose is on this line, and the split between the lips, 2/3 up from the chin towards the nose. And then in 3/4 view, the corner of the eye you have to angle up, but it's the same width. The eyes are the same width as the nose. So that distance again, and that distance slightly shorter on the right side because of foreshortening. And then the top of the eyes. Okay, there's the structure of the face. Just change the forehead a bit so you can't see the ear on this one. I'm just adding in some detail for the hair so I can see where it is. And then the earring. Okay, so then we've got the basic structure using that template. I imagined it in my mind where all the points were as I sketched. Now I've got my Pantel brush pen, and I'll be adding a few black sections, black areas around the face. And then using the tip of the brush. Okay, now the eyebrows. Now the split between the lips. Now the top eyelash. Now I'm going to use my water brush to shade in some of the areas. Going around the eyes. Now I'm using my 2H pencil to shade some of the areas. So that's more of an advanced version of how you can sketch using the Loomis method with pen and ink. But over the next few weeks I'm going to be showing you how to include using pencil. I've got a blue pencil and a mechanical pencil to lay some structure under your sketch before you go to ink. Okay, until then, all the best with your sketching.